Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. So today we are going to be playing a game that uses broken up phrases of a song that we are then going to put back together to recreate the song. We will be using the website Scratch to make these pieces of our song. First, I want to show you my project and I will have you play around with it, see how the website works, and then I will be giving you guys access to a Google Classroom assignment that has a song that you will be using and has broken up pieces of the song, and I will show you how to code in Scratch so that you can create this project. So first, let's take a look at the project that I have for you. Okay, so now I want everyone to take a look at this. What we have here is, our background picture, and then there's this icon of the sun right here. In my project, this picture of the sun is going to play the entire song for us. So let's take a listen to the whole song first. Great, so some of you might recognize that song. If not, it's called I'll Follow the Sun by the Beatles, and that was the entire section of the song that we're going to be working with today. And each of these icons at the bottom, these little pictures in Scratch, they're called sprites. These are going to be individual phrases of that entire section that we just listened to. So just for an example, I'll play you a few of them. And again, these are in a scrambled order. The game itself is going to be taking these and then rearranging them so that they create the phrase and the section that we just heard. So let's play a couple of these. Here's one of them. Here's another one. And I want you guys to listen to this and also recognize that each of these smaller phrases that fit into the song have their own type of motion. And most of them, if not all of them, have the same type of shape, and that's going to be called a melodic contour, which is a fancy word for saying it's the way that the melody rises and falls. And we're going to talk about that more in class during our lesson, but that's one of the reasons that I chose this song, and the song that you'll be working with is they have a lot of symmetrical phrases that make it a little bit easier to put the pieces together. So, the goal of this project is going to be to put all of these little pictures together to make the song again. And now I'm going to be showing you the inside of this project so that you can get a feel for how you're going to do this on your own with your own audio clips that I'm going to be giving you. So let's look at the inside of this project. Okay, so now you can see down here, each of these pictures is called a sprite, and they all have their own coding to go along with them. And what you see in this section is the coding. So let's take, for example, I called this one sprite number 1, and this is just a waving hand picture. So what you're going to be doing is taking pieces of the code that they give you here, and there are lots and lots of pieces, but we're only going to be using a few of them, so that will make it a little bit less confusing. And we're going to be dragging them onto this blank square right here, and that's going to be giving instructions to what each of these pictures does. So for each of your pictures, you're going to be going to the yellow coding section called Events, and you're going to be needing 2 of these right here. This code that says when this sprite clicked. Once you have 2 of these, so for example, you take this and drag it over, but I already have some. So once you have 2 of those over, you're going to now need the 2 things that this sprite has to do. So the sprite has to play the music, and it also has to be able to move around so that we can rearrange them to create our song. So once you have 2 of these codes in, you're going to first go to sound, which is this kind of pink color, and find the code that says play blank until done. You'll drag that over, I already have mine over, and that's going to connect to one of them, and the other that you're going to use is under the blue tab called sensing, and you're going to need the code that says set drag mode to draggable, and you're going to connect to that. And the next thing that you're going to do is then bring all of your recordings into Scratch. These recordings, again, are going to be found on Google Classroom, and how you bring those sounds into Scratch so that you can put them into your code is under the Sounds tab right here. Where this microphone is, you're going to go to Upload, and then from there you can bring those sounds into here. And once you follow this exact set of steps for each of your sprites, and a way that you can get your sprites, what I did is I went on Google and I just found some pictures and I uploaded those in the same way that I uploaded the music. It's right under here. You go to Sprite and Upload, and then you can just bring in some pictures, and those can be your little characters for your sprites. Once you create this code for each of them, you will then have your project, and if you would like, you can choose a background and you can upload the background the same way. So this is going to be our Scratch project. First, I'd like you to complete the project that I have for you, and then you can use the song that I gave you. And the song that is on Google Classroom is actually Bolero. I chose that one because it's a really simple melody that everybody knows, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to make into this little puzzle card project. So I hope you have a good time, and thank you for joining me.